Hello, this video was created by Prajakta Pradhan, a senior information developer at BMC Software, and narrated by a computer-generated voice. This video helps you understand the case status transition lifecycle in BMC Helix Business Workflows, and describes how a case transitions through different statuses. In BMC Helix Business Workflows, as a case goes in its lifecycle, the status of the case changes. When a case agent creates a case, the default status of the case is new. Generally, a case agent who has appropriate permissions changes the case status until the case is closed. However, if a case template is used to create a case, the status changes automatically according to the status that is defined in the case template. Let us look at the case status transition lifecycle. A case is created with the new status. It moves through different statuses till the end of the lifecycle of the case, which is the closed status. The default status transition of a case is from new to assigned, to in progress, to resolved, and finally to closed. But a case might not always move in this flow. It can have alternate statuses and alternate flows. For example, a new case can move directly to in progress. Again, if a case agent awaits information for that case, it can move to the pending status. The case can also move from the resolved status to the pending status and back. The case could also move directly to the cancelled status because of various reasons. Let us look at another example of an alternate flow. When a user starts working on an assigned case, the case moves to the in progress status, and then to resolved. While working on the case, if the assignee awaits response from the requester, or needs approvals, the case moves to the pending status. If the case is sent for approval, and if the approval is rejected, the case moves to the approval rejected status. A case agent changes the case back to the assigned status. When a case agent starts working on the case again, the case moves to the in progress status. After the required work is done on the case moves to the resolved status. If required, the case can still be reopened. When no further action is required on the case moves to the closed status. A case moves to the cancelled status if it is an invalid case, or if the requester has cancelled the case. A case might get cancelled in the middle of the flow. Only cases that are in the new, assigned, in progress, pending, or approval rejected statuses can move to the cancelled status. Cancelled cases remain in the workspace as incomplete cases. A case business analyst can customize the case status transition lifecycle that is provided out of the box. For more information about customizing the case status lifecycle, visit docs.bmc.com. To summarize, a case moves through different statuses from new to closed in its lifecycle. Status changes are triggered by actions that are done by the case agent or case assignee. A case might follow an alternate status transition flow. It can also be cancelled mid-flow. The default end of the lifecycle of a case is the closed status. A case business analyst can customize the case status transition lifecycle to suit business needs. We hope that this video helped you understand the case status transition lifecycle, and how a case transitions through different statuses through its lifecycle. Thank you for watching.